Hello everybody, thanks for stopping by. It's Saturday. I hope you're all having a good day, crafting or working, or I hope you're crafting. It's a wonderful day. I'm having such a good time. I'm working on 3 different projects, but this one so far is my favorite. I have a 4th project that I'm just getting ready to finish, and that was a real joy as well. So I'll be doing a lot of videos in the next couple of days as long as I'm feeling up to it. Today I wanted to show you, I was getting ready to do, I was foiling my photos that I'm using for my flip-flop journal, my, excuse me, my flip-flop journal, tag flip-flop journal, Americana, that I posted on Thursday, I believe, the 7th. No, the 5th. It was the 5th. 6th, 7th. Today's the 7th, I think. But anyway, so if you want to see the construction of this, then just go back a couple of videos. I'm also going to show you how I chose my signatures and how I'm going to put them in. Okay? So if you want to stay, I'd love to have you. So I'm just getting ready to foil my 6th one. I have to do 12 because there's 12, you know, there's 12 sides. There's 6 tags, 12 sides. So let me just put this one aside because I have to do him. Aren't these just darling? These are from the Americana. If you haven't been with me on Thursday and you're just stopping by for the first time, a very, very warm welcome. And welcome to all of you, obviously. But these are the Americana framed, Americana framed photos that I'm using. So I just finished foiling her, and now I'm getting ready to foil him. And they are so cute. I mean, they're just adorable. So I still have all these to do. I'm just going to foil one for you and show you how I do it. And then I'll show you the signatures and tie a couple in for you so that you can see that process. Okay? So I'm going to try and use up what's in here before I use another sheet, maybe. Maybe not. Maybe I'll use a new sheet because there's only little pieces left in my container. I always put a piece of paper down because it's like when you do like heat embossing and you put your, you know, your embossing powder on. You just want to be able to collect your little flakes when you tear it off. So all I do is use a glue stick. I don't use any kind of special glue or anything like that. I can control it better if I use glue stick. So I just run it down once, and I do like the edge and maybe a little bit on the corner. And then I'll take my foil sheet. This is what's left of one sheet. And I'll just lay it right down there. It doesn't matter, you know, where or what have you, because it's only going to stay wherever you stick it, you know, wherever you've got the glue. Okay? And then I'll just kind of tear that off and just place that there. And then I'm going to do a little bit more here. And I'm just going to go a little bit on this corner. And I'm going to take my foil again. And I'm going to lay it down on there. And just press it. And just kind of go along the edge like this. And that will kind of tear it for you. Right along there. Like that. And then I'll just press that down. And I do like 2 or 3, and then I'll go back with my brush, my soft brush, and brush off the excess, whatever doesn't stick. So sometimes I go a little bit on the picture, and sometimes I just go along the edge, depending, you know, and I don't use a lot. I don't know why that just happened. I should have done right along the edge there, but anyway, I wasn't paying attention. It doesn't really matter. It's all going to go in the same little box. This is fun. I really love this stuff. And I think it really looks nice, especially with this Americana kit on these photos. It really, I was going to use the Rub and Buff, which I love, but you really couldn't see much of it on the black. So I switched over to this. I'll just tear it from here. And I'm going to tear it this way. And put that there for now. And then, let's see, push this down right here. So I think I did put some on that corner there. I'll lift that up and see where I put it. That's good. And then I'm just gonna, a little bit more. As you can see, I'm just rubbing it on the edge there. And I'll put a little bit more on that corner. I'm gonna get a little bit of that glue off, and just make sure you have no glue on your fingers, because this will stick to your fingers and you don't want that. Kind of makes a mess. I'm gonna use a few little of these sprinkles to do that corner. And I'll just use this one right there. And then this piece will end up in here for the next time. And you can get this anywhere. I've had it for a couple of years. I use it a lot during Christmas, and, you know, well, I use it a lot on lots of different things, but mainly at Christmas time. It's a great addition to Christmas. For those of you who are doing Christmas in July, I'm not this year, and I'm not doing Junk Journal July because I just have so many things, and where I wasn't feeling good, I feel so behind. Like even with this, I really wanted to have it done by the 4th of July, but it's okay because, you know, I look at 4th of July as like the kickoff to summer. Now I'm just going to take a soft brush. Yeah, I look at it as like a kickoff to the summer season. So like the beach and, you know, picnics and strawberry shortcake and all that kind of stuff. So anyway, this can be an all summer journal because, well, you'll see when you see my signatures, it is an all summer journal because I used a couple of, I think I used like 3 of Lydia's kits for this, believe it or not, in such a small journal. And I did use all of the layouts for the Americana, vintage standard layouts. I used every page. Yes, I did. It was hard not to. They're all perfect. I mean, they're just so pretty. So then you just kind of go around it. I shouldn't be doing it to this one because I just did this one. So let that dry. I don't know what I'm doing. I should stop talking and pay attention. Go back to the one you did before, because that one you know while the glue's dry. So I'm going to kind of just go around here and brush that off. And this is just a soft brush. Not an expensive one or anything. It's just, I use it for everything. Matte medium, what have you. As long as you wash it good, it stays soft forever. And I just wash it with a little bit of Dawn dish soap whenever it's, well, first I clean it with hand sanitizer to get everything off, and then sometimes you can just peel that off and it will come off, but I'll just do it with the brush because that's how I'm used to doing it. I don't want to rush it, but I don't want to keep you either. So just do this until you get, you know, most of it off. or as much of it off as you had planned. Some places I put more glue than others. But for the most part, I just put it along the edges and some on the corners. And you do want to have a little container or something to make sure it gets into, because you definitely don't want it on your work area. Okay. There. So I'll let that one dry some more, and I'll show you what I did so far with my signatures, because I've got 2 cut down. I need to cut down the others before I tie them in, but I will show you how I cut those down. Nikki, Nick, Nicole, I'll shut my door. My daughter's visiting and I'm so excited. I just wanted to let her know I was videoing, and I forgot to shut my door. And she just came in. It's hot out. It looks like we're going to get a thunderstorm. That's probably why she came back in. She went for a run. So, she's a very sweet girl. I'm so happy she's here. I'm going to cry when she leaves. You probably won't see me for months. No, I'm kidding. So, it does take a little bit of time, but, I mean, you could do it faster, I guess. But this is how I do it, so. Everybody has their own methods, I guess. But I do like the gold. I love the way they're coming out. I'm very pleased. It was an experiment on these ones, but I wasn't very nervous because, you know, it's a digital. You can print it again. Aren't they beautiful? So beautiful. There's one, this one, she reminds me so much of Lydia's daughter. It's unbelievable. It's uncanny how much she looks like her. She really does. She's beautiful. So is Lydia's daughter. So girl. And so vintage. Like, she's just the way she dresses and, you know, carries herself. She's just very sweet. And then there's one that reminds me of the girl in Top Gun. I don't know where she is. I don't have her out. But that's all I'll do for now. I'll let this one dry some more. I'll put this one over here on my little piece of paper here. I'll close this up. I'll put this on my cart so it doesn't spill, or not that it will, it's locked, but still. So I still have all these to do. But aren't they sweet? They're so sweet. She just looks exactly like Lydia's daughter. So gorgeous. So we'll put these aside for now because they're done. I'll put those in my little ephemera box. I'll show you what I've done for my ephemera so far. Just make sure there's no gold on those, and then I'll dump this in the trash because there's not that much. I don't need to save them. So here's some ephemera from the kit, the ephemera kit. And I have put some glossy accents. I don't know if it will show up in the camera, but I put some glossy accents on that. And then again on the buttons. And I think I'm going to sew through and put some threads. These look like the pins, so I won't put threads through those. But can you see in the camera? Maybe. And then on the buttons. So I love these. And then these buttons. And the age tape down here. I might add a little bit more age tape. And then this was like, oh, a nautical card. I can use her nautical kits. She has a ton. And then these are just blank. So I've done those so far. And what else? And then I put together my signatures. So let me show you those and how they came to be. So what I've done is I made a template. My original one, I was going to make my signatures as long as this. But then I decided no, it would be too much, it would get too chunky. So I printed these at 5 by 7. So obviously 5 by 7, they're going to be too long. I made a template first, but see, it's too long. So I've already cut these down and decided what I didn't want to cut down and what was okay to cut down. And I'll show you that in a moment. But let's do this one. So I'll get my template, and you need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and you're back to the beginning. So you need 5 signatures. And I forget how many pages in each signature, but I'll tell you now. So there's 1, 2, this is from the, let's see, Seaside Vintage Grunge Sailboat. And this is the Americana. This is from the Seaside Holiday Part 1. Okay, so I'm looking through it and I don't see, oh wait, I don't want that cut off. That should be, I don't want that cut off. So let's see, came out somehow. That goes in there. I don't want her cut off. So I am going to take that out, and I don't want that cut off either. So what I'm going to do, I think, is I'm going to fold this in this way. Not all the way though, because I don't want to impinge, I don't want to tie it into my signature. I'll fold this one in this way, and then I'll fold this like this way. So I still have those full photos, the full page of this. And this is from the Vintage Grunge Sailboat, which if you have any questions, you can, if you like something or see something that you like, just let me know and I'll tell you. So that's gonna go there, but I don't want it in the middle. 1, 2, 3. Oh, wait a minute. Here we go. There we go. So let me see where I want that. 1, music. That has to be cut off at that edge. It'll be cut off anyway. 3. And then this will fold out. 4, 5, and 6. And I'm just making sure nothing else will be hindered. No, like pictures or, okay, and then that will fold out. So now what I'll do is I'll take this away, and I'm gonna make sure everything is in there even. And I'm going to take my ruler, and I am going to just press it in there to make sure everything's nice and tight, like that. which it is. And then I'm going to take a paper clip and just clip it right near that spine so that everything stays there nice and tight. Then I need my template. I made a template to see where, you know, to see how I wanted my signatures to go. Before I even did anything, I made a template. Then I printed, well, this is the second template. I had an original template, and this is the second one, just to make sure that everything would fit nice if I printed them 5x7. Okay? So now I'll take my template. I'll put it here. And that's just going to make that girl, so that's good. So I don't mind cutting that because she's not going to be, her face, or I'm not going to cut off her face or anything, so that's good. So let me just move this over and pick up my towel that I dropped, because I always keep a towel on my lap. And then I'm going to get my knife from my cart, and I'm just going to press this up against my grid, make sure everything is straight, find my line for my, and now I'm just going to very slowly cut my excess off by running my blade right against my ruler. But I'm going slow. I don't want, just go slow and you'll have nice clean cut edges. Move those away. Move those away. And done. And I don't need those scraps. They're very small. So I'll just throw those away. And that signature is done. So I'll take the template off and I'll put this back on. And I have these two signatures left, but I won't cut those down now. We can tie these in now. So let me find my beginning. Okay, so here's my beginning. I can put this aside, put this away, and get out my thread. I'm going to use, I pulled out blue, I pulled out red, I pulled out tan, and because primarily all of my spines are red as opposed to the blue, I used blue and white ticking and red and white ticking, but the blue and white ticking really didn't show up, and where it did, it's going to have the signature tied in there. You know what I mean? The signatures are all going to be tied in there, and then there, but it's gonna all, it will be all primarily red. So I'm gonna go with the red. I'm just doing a video, honey. No, not yet.
Daddy's bringing home pizza.
Okay, thank you. Okay. She just wanted to let me know that Daddy was bringing home pizza. Okay, so which ones are done? Where are my done ones? Oh, so this is going to be my first one. So let me get this ready. Oh, wait a minute. This is wrong. It goes this way. It goes one here. And then I thought I had 3 done. 1, 2, 4, 5. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's right. So 1, there's 2, and where's my 3rd? Didn't I cut one more down? Yep. Nope. I didn't cut her down yet. No, I cut her down. Actually, she's my second one. And then this is my third one. Okay, so we'll do the first one first. Let me put those to a side. Put her here, just so I don't forget. So now all I'm going to do is, I'm going to take my signature, take this off. I am going to open it up to the center. And I'm going to place it where I think I want it, which is close enough to the bottom, but not all the way. So I guess where my stitching is. If you're going to stitch this, you want to stitch it before you put your signatures in, or else you won't be able to stitch it, because your signatures will be in the way and you won't be able to get your sewing machine where you need it. Which I see some threads, but that's okay. I'll get those in a minute. So I'm going to go about here, I think. Like not quite to the bottom. So I'd say like, what, about 1/4 of an inch? I always say 1/4 of an inch. I don't know why, but I always say 1/4 of an inch. And it is 1/4 of an inch. So now I have to decide 2 or 3 pamphlet stitches. And I think I want to go 3. So I'm just going to eyeball it. I'm not going to be crazy about it. So I want to go in the middle, which that looks to be about the middle. I'm using an awl because there's fabric there, but I'm not going all the way through. And then I'll go up to the top and one at the bottom. And I don't know why I don't have this clipped. I have no idea. You're probably all saying, why don't you have that clipped? I don't know. There. Okay. So let me clip it. Because I don't want anything to move. That's kind of a big clip for that, but yeah, that's too big. Let me get a smaller one. There we go. I might put one at the bottom too, just because that way I know that nothing will move. You should clip it before. Don't do as I do. Okay, so now I need to get some red. Like I said, I had really hard time choosing. And a needle, but I don't want a real big one. Let me try this one. Let's see if my thread will go through it. I don't want a really big one because 1, 2, and 3. If you're doing 3 pamphlet stitch, you want 3, 3 lengths regardless, it better be safe than sorry. And my scissors, which are right here. And I don't know if I'll get it through this needle or not. This is a really thin needle. It did go through, yay. And this is just wax linen thread. So I'm gonna go into the middle, regular 3 pamphlet stitch. And then I always take my tail and stick it under there just so it won't come out, or under your paper clip or whatever. Now let me see if I can find that hole. Or is it? It's hard to find in the fabric. Let me go through here and see if I can find it. There it is, right there. I see it. That's hard. going to have to put something there because the fabric keeps closing up on me. There it is. There we go. Oh, I'm glad I did that. It goes this way. I don't like doing this on camera because it's a funny angle, but there we go. It's a little bit hard to pull it through the fabric, but not that hard. So there's top, middle, now all the way to the bottom. And when you get to the middle again, you just don't want to split your thread. So just make sure, it's kind of hard to get through that fabric. There we go. Which is a good thing, you know that it's not going to go anywhere. Now when you get here, you don't want to split your thread, so you want to, especially if you're using embroidery floss, you want to make sure you get to the side of it and not in the middle of it. And didn't, yay. So, and I want to be on this side of the thread. And then you can take this off, and then I pull it this way because I don't want to tear my paper by pulling it this way. So I usually go this way and then this way. And that way I know it's taut. I know I didn't rip anything. Everything looks good. I can take these off. And then I can take my needle off. And then I'm just going to tie a square knot. So I'm going to go, you've got one on one side, one on the other. This is in the middle. So I go left over right. And pull it. And then right over left and pull it. And my first signature is in. And you can tie an extra knot if you want to, but I never really do. I'm going to leave my strings a little bit long until I figure out what I'm going to do with them. So now my first signature is in and everything looks good. Let me just close it. And I will cut that. Where are my little scissors? It doesn't matter, I'll use my sewing scissors. And I'll save that little thread because sometimes I'll use it for something, a button, you never know. And let's put this here. So that's how I'll tie in my signatures. So let's see how that worked. That looks good. So I have my first page, my ocean ship, Statue of Liberty, some music, some fireworks going off over here. That looks like the Washington Monument. We watched that on TV. The 4th of July celebration in Washington. It was beautiful. At the It had the Washington Monument in the background, and it was really nice. I like the red. That looks nice. So there's that. So you just go through your pages and just make sure they're in there nice and secure, and you can fold them good. Okay? So that's my first signature. And I'll do the same thing with the next signature, which will go here. And then again here, and then I'll flip it and do the next one, and I'll be done. So what I'll do is I'll go off camera, I'll put the rest of my signatures in, I'll do my ephemera, and then I'll come back and do a walkthrough. Okay? So I hope you liked that video. And here's my little man over here. He might be ready to be dusted off. What time is it? 36. Let's dust him off and see how he looks. Where's my little container? Let me put this away. Put my needle back in my sewing thing here. Let's dust him off and see how he looks, and I'll show you how they look on here. Okay? Where's my container? Did I put it away? Yes, I did. I have a little cart next to me because I don't have a lot of room on my desk, so I always put everything away like straight away. Otherwise, I just have a mess on my desk. So I'm going to dust him off and see how he looks, because I just can't wait, because I think he's so cute. What did I do with my brush? Of course I put it away. So I hope you all have a great evening. I'll put this video up as soon as it will upload because, well, you know, for some reason my videos sometimes take forever and sometimes they pop right up, so you just never know. So I'm just gonna dust him off and see how cute he looks. And then I'll show you how they're gonna go on the journal in case you weren't here on Thursday. And if you, or Wednesday, whenever I did the video, I don't even remember. I think it was Thursday. But I do have lots of projects going on, so hopefully I'll get all my projects in by the end of the week, next week. That's my goal. And then I can move on to my next projects, which are fun. I have lots of ideas. But, you know, you can't schedule a migraine, unfortunately. And my medication from the pharmaceutical company should be here. Should be at the pharmacy today, so they don't keep it in stock because it's so expensive. But my insurance company was very gracious in allowing me to have to only pay a very minimal amount compared to what it cost. So it will be worth every penny. They've tried so many, and finally they're going back to what I had when the insurance, when we retired, we got new insurance, and the insurance we got, even though it was the best that we could buy under Medicare, they didn't cover it. So my doctor has tried several others, but they haven't worked. Or I was allergic to it. So actually 3 different ones. So it's been miserable, as you can imagine if you've ever had a migraine. And I also have fibromyalgia, so combine that, and I was just not getting out of bed. And like I said, if you wanted to add more, you always can, but you can't take it away. So just do a little bit, and if you decide that you want a little bit more, well then, great. That's on there pretty good. I should have had more paper under there, but that's okay. I'm at the end anyway of the video. So there he is. And what I'm going to do is put them, I don't know what order yet, but it will be sort of like, I know I have one specific one I want for the front. I think it's her. Yeah, she's gonna be there. I'll pull it out so you can see what it will look like. So she'll go there, and then she'll go there, and then she'll go there, and then, oops, like he'll go here. I mean, it might change, but, and then, let's see. No, there's one missing. Oh well. We'll just do it like this for now. Oh no, here she is. So, him, her, him. See? Or something like that. Aren't they cute? Oh my gosh, they're so gorgeous. I love them. So that's pretty much how it will go, and I'll do the same thing on the other side with different photos. So that's it for today. I have lots more to do. I have these little ones that I'm going to make little clipboards out of with paper underneath, I think. So she looks like the girl on Top Gun. And then, where's the one that looks like Lydia's daughter? I know I have, I love her. I love them. Oh, I have two of those. Where is she? I know, she reminds me of the one on Top Gun. Isn't she cute? Oh my gosh. I don't know where she is. Oh, she's right here. She looks just like Lydia's daughter. I love her. Let me just tap her into the trash a little bit. Make sure the gold is off. Isn't she beautiful? Oh my gosh, they're so gorgeous. I love them. Okay, so that's it for now. And I'll be back in the next video to do a walkthrough. Until then, pardon me, enjoy your evening, and I'll see you in the next video. Be well, be kind, be sweet, and God bless. Love y'all. Bye.